How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. And I tell you something, that will be one of our easiest games of the whole entire season. Southampton put up a better performance than Chelsea. They are abysmal. £600 million spent, and they are crap. You know, you look at that scoreline, you think 3-1, it's kind of a normal score. But I tell you something, it was only because we absolutely destroyed them in the first half, won the game, and then completely took our foot off the gas in the second half as to why we let them get a little consolation goal. If we would have stepped up, you know, half of what we did in the first half, in the second, would have won that game by about 7 or 8. There were some chances in the second half. Opening 15 minutes, we could have scored another 3 goals. And then I think we kind of went, that's it, done. And yeah, we just took our foot off the gas. And, you know, we let Chelsea score, but never felt threatened at all. Aubameyang started the game tonight for Chelsea. First start since November. And he actually did better than, you know, the last time he played against us at Stamford Bridge. Because in that game, he had 8 touches for the time that he was on the pitch. Well, tonight, he had 9. Although 4 of them were from the kickoff. So, yeah. But listen, yeah, first half, excellent. Absolutely superb. Completely dominant. We played exactly like we have done before Saliba got injured. Kiwior come into the side, as I predicted. And he's not William Saliba, but he offers us something that Rob Holding does not. Comfortability on the ball. It allowed us to play our high line. It allowed us to press more from the front and more aggressively. And what you saw was a completely different Arsenal in the first half than what you saw over the last couple of games, especially Man City. But the second half against West Ham, large parts against Southampton, we were excellent. And yeah, we just completely overran Chelsea. And, you know, I'm looking at, you know, Enzo Fernandez, you know, for example, at Chelsea, and 106 million, I think it was, they paid or something. And I was watching him play and I was thinking, why did you get rid of Jorginho? Jorginho was never the problem at Chelsea. And he cost us 12 million. And I felt Jorginho starting as well, ahead of Thomas Partey, was really good. I felt he offered us that assurance, that, you know, composure and that bit of calmness. There were some nervy moments in the second half in terms of us clearing our lines. And I think that may well come down to the fact that, you know, we had that Liverpool and West Ham game where we let the 2-goal lead slip and everything else. That may have come into, you know, the minds of the players, and don't let it happen again. But listen, at the end of the day, all we can do right now is keep winning. All we can do is keep doing our job and hope for a miracle. Hope that Manchester City slip up somewhere. They, of course, play tomorrow against West Ham. I expect a very comfortable, routine win for Man City at home against West Ham. And then at the weekend, they play at home again against Leeds United. Again, I'm predicting a very comfortable home win. Us, on the other hand, we have to go to Newcastle, St James's Park. They've only lost there once all season. Won 8 of their last 9. It's going to be a tough game. But if something goes wrong with Man City in the next couple of games and we go into that Newcastle one knowing that there's been a slight slip, How will it affect us? Will we go into that nervous? Will it lift us? It's going to be so interesting. And like I said, all we can do, our last 4 games, is win them. That's all we can do right now. Win them and hope for a miracle. Newcastle, Brighton, Nottingham Forest, Wolves. If we pick up 12 points out of 12, then you've got to look at that and you've got to say, yeah, we may stand a chance. But it's Man City, and I can't really see them dropping points many places. I do think they're going to win the next 2. But then I look at Everton away, in between the 2 games against Real Madrid. That may be difficult. And they could potentially drop points there. Brighton away is going to be very difficult. Brighton, of course, haven't got an FA Cup final to be resting players for. They're going for Europe. Very, very difficult game. Can easily drop points there. Brentford can drop points there. So, yeah. And I know, Man City have actually got Chelsea at home. And I was looking at that fixture and thinking, maybe. But I'll tell you something, on tonight's performance, my word, I might as well just put that down as 3 points already. Unless Frank Lampard can go back there to the Etihad and do something for us, I don't know. But, that's 6 games now for Frank Lampard as manager of Chelsea. And it's 6 defeats. And like I said, they are abysmal, an awful, awful side. And we got exactly what we deserved. It's a very comfortable evening, very comfortable 3 points. And it's nice to get back to winning ways after, the last 4 games. I think that, if obviously we would have beaten West Ham and Southampton, the Man City game wouldn't have felt so bad, because those 4 extra points, that would have been 6 points clear now, wouldn't it? And then it would have been looking at Man City win their 2 games in hand and its goal difference. And I know their goal difference is far superior at the moment, but yeah, it keeps you in there, doesn't it? And it is what it is at the end of the day. It's not worth crying over. The way I'm looking at it is that when you look at this Arsenal side, we are the closest side to challenging Man City this season, and we're going to be the closest challenging Man City next season. All the other clubs have got major rebuilds. Manchester United are probably 3rd in terms of the challenging areas, and Newcastle as well. But the likes of Chelsea, it's going to be a long time for them to challenge and to sort out all their players and what they've got going on. Liverpool need a lot of players. Tottenham, don't even get me started. Utter rubbish. So yeah, listen, it is what it is, but we've done our job and we move on. So there we go. Listen, if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.